Marquette Devon Burton, the saint and the sinner. Today we're lecturing about how to engage a family member who has come out of the closet as a homosexual. This is a really important thing because when someone who's close to you comes out of the closet, so to speak, as a homosexual, it really shakes the foundation of your relationship with that person. Undoubtedly, Freud is right in that we are, at some level, very sexual beings. So sexuality is a large part of our identity. If you've known your cousin to be a guy who likes girls, to all of a sudden know something that is core to his person is not true. He actually likes other guys. Or whether it's your sibling or your parent or even your child, your fundamental understanding of this person is now kind of thrown into a state of confusion. You now have new things to learn about the person. They are at some level unfamiliar. Certainly, you still have appreciation for the person. You still have love. You might have a decline in respect, but you do not have hatred for the person. There is a lie going around that if you don't agree with what someone is doing, you hate them. Or if you are not going to do what someone else is doing, you dislike them. Now, there are many persons whose behaviors I don't agree with or I wouldn't do that I don't hate. I just know that that is not me. And so now what I want to answer for you is, how do you engage with this person now that you're aware of their new identity and way of life? It might not be new to them, but it's new to you. The number one thing is, as a saint, you want to continue being who you are, which is to say that you ought not convert into someone who's malicious or unkind. You should still continue being kind and respectful to this person. However, that doesn't mean that you compromise who you are, which is to say that if the person is having a wedding and purporting to marry one male marrying another male, and you, for whatever reason, don't believe that this is proper, you don't have to attend their wedding. You can be very straightforward and say, hey, I love you, but I will not attend this wedding because this does not align with my thinking and my way of life. So I won't attend, but I will support you from a distance. When people choose to come out of the closet, though we may not agree with their way of behaving, the truth is that at some level they're at least being honest with what they're doing. When people hide and cover over their behaviors, especially bad behaviors, it causes them psychological turmoil. And psychological turmoil manifests in very negative behaviors. Undoubtedly, if someone is engaging in behaviors that are not good, or maybe behaviors that you don't approve of, isn't it better that you know the truth rather than they hide in the shadows, engaging in these deviant activities? So at some level, there's a lot to be thankful for. But at the end of the day, you want to maintain who you are, continue with your values, be respectful of this person as you have always been, which is not only a reflection of them, but more so a reflection of you. And, at some level, if you really don't want to be around the behavior, feel free to keep your distance. But what you don't want to slip into is hatred. I imagine you may be extremely disappointed if this person might be your child or your parent or your good cousin or your favorite aunt or uncle. You may be terribly shocked, disappointed, and saddened. But I can tell you, from my knowledge, there's really no reversing homosexual behavior. Once they're gone, it seems like they're gone. So to be angry will be an unproductive emotion. You must figure out how to accept it and then make a decision today on how you're going to engage with this person in a way that is respectful of who you are, what you believe, how you live, and then show to them that you are still one who is kind, and engage them in a saintly way. But definitely do not lie to portray that you accept their lifestyle or agree with it. I think this is the very saintly middle path to take. And though the LGBTQ community is extremely small, they have a big voice because they control Hollywood and much of media, And there are also a great many mentally unwell heterosexual people who shout out this dark gospel that the LGBTQP promotes throughout the globe. But regardless of all of that, when there are individuals who are coming out of the closet here and there, it is our responsibility to be as kind to them as we would be to anyone else. But it is not our responsibility to promote their behaviors. It is, in fact, our responsibility to counter the promotion of their behaviors when it comes into conflict with our values being those of the nuclear family, a mother, a father, and children, in happy harmony, supporting one another with equal balances of the genders in the relationship, adding meaningful value to one another. I thank you for listening to this solemn message, and I hope that this serves you. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts, questions, and comments below. Thank you.